This is the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, where each week this brother-sister duo gets together to discuss the box office, latest film and TV scoops, our latest movie or show review, and what we're getting into next. We're your hosts,
Cheryl
and Jay.
All right, this week we watched The Man in My Basement. It's a movie that we was actually looking forward to, and you can hear how we felt about it in our review. So, I'm on deck for trivia. Are you ready?
Sure.
I think this is pretty easy, maybe. So, Corey Hawkins, who is the lead in this, and Anna Diop. I said that last name, right? Diop. Google says Diop.
No.
Google ain't always right, though. Anna D.
Corey Anders.
Who needs to be Storm. That's who she needs to be.
She needs to be
Kevin.
Aurora.
Okay? That's what she need to be. Anyway, she already got superhero experience is
Right.
what we're trying to say. Anywho, her and Corey have been, this is not their first time being on screen together. They were together in another TV show a while back. Do you know what it is?
The only TV show I ever know of Corey Hawkins made is 24.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, okay. He was in that 24 after Kiefer Sutherland.
24 Legacy.
There it is.
She apparently played his wife.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yep. He was Eric Carter and she was Nicole Carter.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
And it looks like she was in the whole, was it one season? Look like
it didn't run very long.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was in 13 episodes and she was in 12.
Gotcha.
So she was
Nice.
in the whole thing. So they played a couple again. They're kind of a couple in this.
Sure.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
They
Shouldn't
come
be.
together.
They are in the same space, for sure. So that is the trivia. That's all I can find about this movie and these actors. So that's all I got. I'm sorry.
All right, so that is trivia this week. Let's get into the rest of the episode.
Welcome to the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, your favorite podcast for movie and TV show news, trailers, and vaguely nerdy topics.
Each week, we dive into the latest film release, talk about the plot, characters, our favorite scenes, and give our rating out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a hardcore cinephile, we've got something for you. Reviews, news, hot takes, and a few surprises along the way.
So grab your popcorn, open your favorite podcast app or YouTube, and let's roll the reel on this week's latest episode of the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
All right, we got a full one this week. We got new movies coming out. We got some good trailers. We got a Buncha Crunch, although we're going to end on a sad crunch, but that's okay. R.I.P. to a legend is going to come at the end. So let's start off with our new movie news. Deck the Y'alls. Not the Halls. Deck the Y'alls is coming. And this is going to be a comedy starring Jessica Chastain and Octavia Spencer, who starred in... Yes, but also Wanda Sykes. So not her. She's not in... She wasn't in Help, right?
No, just two of them.
That's what the headline was. I was like, for real, y'all? Is that what y'all gonna call back to? Anywho, they're gonna be in a holiday comedy written by Tracy Oliver, who did Girls Trip. If you've not seen Girls Trip, did you watch Girls Trip? I wouldn't be surprised if you was like, no.
Regina Hall. Queen
Yep.
Latifah.
Yep.
Jada Pinkett. And that other one.
Tiffany Haddish.
Yes.
Which was a hit, and we all been waiting on Girls Trip 2, which I don't know what we have to get depending. I don't know. They probably gonna have to replace one of the characters.
Yeah.
Wink. Anywho.
Or two.
Who will be the other one?
I don't know.
Jada? She probably alright at this point.
She's fine.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. This movie's probably never happening. But anywho.
It's never coming back.
This movie, Deck the Y'alls, is written by Tracy Oliver, who wrote Girls Trip, and Stephanie Williams. This is going to be about... This premise is kind of funny because I didn't know... It said holiday comedy. I'm kind of like, okay, it could be about anything.
Okay.
It sounds like another movie. I want you to guess what it sounds like.
Okay.
So Rachel Stein, who is Jessica Chastain, plays a savvy New York baker who falls for Beau, a younger Southern gentleman, and goes to Charleston to spend Christmas with his family.
Okay.
Pretty normal, right? The overprotective monarch, Gladys Gibbles, Spencer. So Octavia Spencer is playing the mom.
Okay.
It is a true steel magnolia whose massive celebrity chef persona will take all of Rachel's bless her heart to survive.
Monster-in-law?
Okay, a little bit. I was thinking Sweet Home Alabama. Oh, actually no, because she was trying to divorce her husband, it was in the South.
If she was meeting the guy when she moved in just to town.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
But yeah, the South, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What threw me though is the fact that this is obviously an interracial relationship, which I think is kind of funny.
Yeah. Because
I'm like, who is going to pair with Jessica Chastain?
Oh,
yeah.
This is Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, with Sidney Poitier.
With a Christmas comedy theme.
Was that
Yeah.
Sidney Poitier and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Yeah. Hold on. Who played opposite though? Guess Who's Coming Studenta. That was Sidney Poitier and Katharine Hepburn. Wait,
A free-thinking white woman and a black doctor become engaged. They travel to San Francisco to meet her parents. So then instead, Spencer Tracy and his wife, Katharine Hepburn. So instead of going to meet the wife's parents, they're going to meet the husband's
parents.
Black.
Well, they're not even married. She just fall for this guy. So he's like a boyfriend.
So it's a reverse version of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
You're right. That's more accurate with a comedy Christmas spin on it.
Yeah, I feel like they've done a comedy version of that before, but I can't think of what it is.
There was the one with Eddie Murphy and Lauren London that just came out with what's his name? I'm forgetting.
With Tracy Ellis Ross?
Yes, that didn't get really great.
The Christmas movie?
I don't think it was Christmas, but it was definitely a black girl brings her white boyfriend home, and the black dad is like, "What is this?"
Oh, I know.
What?
So we were thinking, I'm looking at remakes and adaptations of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and I just was reminded of the movie Guess Who with Ashton Kutcher and Bernie Mac.
Oh, yep. With who was the daughter?
Ashton Kutcher was marrying Zoe Saldana and Bernie Mac. And Bernie Mac played her dad.
Right.
Yeah.
This is that. Except we flipped it to be the mom instead of the dad.
Interesting.
It sounds like something I would watch.
So this works.
It works.
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner came out. Guess Who was the most recent adaptation. Came out in 2005. Had a budget of $35 million and it made 103. So
I feel like this.
If it's funny,
it will be very interesting who plays the boyfriend. You just get Aaron Pierre. Yeah, right there. Just he.
Well, it has to be somebody that would be a contemporary to Jessica Chastain.
You get Aaron Pierre, or you thinking older?
Yeah, older.
I know Sterling K. Brown. That'd be good.
It could be Sterling K. Brown.
It could be Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah.
We put Sterling K. Brown's hat.
Yeah.
In as the bow.
That'd be good.
That'd be good. Go ahead and cast that. In between him doing Paradise season 2 and 3.
All right, interested to see that. And it doesn't say who Wanda Sykes is playing either.
No, but she's probably gonna be like Monster-in-Law.
Somebody who lives in the house.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be like Monster-in-Law, where she was like her assistant, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That's one of my favorite Jennifer Lopez movies. I can't even hate. Monster-in-Law hits every time I watch it. I watch it like I ain't never seen it. She was good in that. That whole movie was funny.
All right.
So we get a Monster-in-Law like level of comedy.
Yeah,
I would appreciate that.
Last comedy saw was Roses. So
yeah. So this is I just thought it was funny. I was like, wait a minute, she the mama? Oh, I see where we're going. So as we learn more about that, get a trailer and all that whatnot. I'm assuming it'll come out next Christmas because it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
We'll let you know.
It's gonna go against Avengers.
Oh, it should come out early Christmas then.
Yeah.
After Thanksgiving.
Come out end of November.
Early, right. Like December 1st Christmas, so we get a chance to see it. All right, next up on movie news, Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio were doing another team up.
Water's wet. Grass is green.
Sky is blue and falling. Both. The world is coming to an end. Things that generally always happen, including this. This time, though, they're adding Jennifer Lawrence into the trio, to have a trio. And this movie is going to be called What Happens at Night. Now, this is based off a book.
Okay.
Kind of like Killers of the Flower Moon.
Okay.
Was The Departed a book? I don't remember.
Was what?
The Departed, their other movie that they did together, a book.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay. So this is a Peter Cameron 2020 novel, which a dreamlike story about an American couple who travel to adopt a baby in a strange, snowy European city, leading to bizarre encounters in a deserted hotel. So this is giving, what's that movie? Shutter Island. I did not like that movie though. I think that's another thing.
Shutter Island is because it's one of those movies where everybody's dead. The ending is where everybody's dead and you can never escape or something.
Well, I think Shutter Island, he was like trapped in his mind or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a mental ward or something that was trapped on an isolated island.
And I think he was actually crazy the whole time.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. He worked there or something. That's something crazy.
Didn't like it.
The Departed was not a book, but it was a remake.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the Japanese film.
Of course.
Yeah. But not a Kurosawa one.
I actually would be interested in seeing the Japanese.
Well, Chinese, sorry. No,
okay.
Yeah. But,
interesting.
Yeah.
Anywho. So yeah, like you said, water's wet. Martin Scorsese ain't had a bad movie. Like He ain't had too many.
Well, I was not a fan of Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, you're right. We didn't love that one. Okay, let me skirt. But you're right. We didn't particularly love Killers of the Flower Moon.
I just didn't. I think that I went in. The trailers gave me a different interpretation of what the film was going to be about, or at least what some of the characters were going to be like than they were in the movie. Mostly, I was disappointed by how Lily Gladstone's character was portrayed.
Yeah.
But I guess it was accurate, so.
Yeah, well, we did a little research on that one. Yeah, it was not our favorite. But this one's not a historical based movie. So maybe the fact that we're getting more of like a supernatural, maybe a little horror thriller might spice it up a little bit.
So what's it about?
It is about, Jennifer Lawrence plays his wife, and they are going to go adopt a baby from some foreign, strange town, and mysterious things start happening. And that's it. That's all we got. Now, I'm not going to read more.
After they adopt a baby or on their way to adopt a baby?
Where they adopt the baby from.
Interesting.
Or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they're going to adopt a baby. I guess they get the baby, and then at whatever hotel they stay at to come back, maybe stay overnight, it starts getting weird.
I like supernatural thrillers.
I do too, but
as long as there's like a payoff, there has to be, in the end, there has to be something supernatural about it.
Which is
there's
not
nothing supernatural about it. I'm upset.
Which is why I didn't like Shutter Island. Because he was just like, he's had some issues. So they've done Gangs of New York, The Aviator, The Departed, Shutter Island, Wolf of Wall Street, The Audition, and Killers of the Flower Moon was their last one. I would say my favorite is probably Departed.
Yes.
Followed by Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
For sure. So they know what they're doing. So hopefully this pans out. Maybe this is more in the Departed area in terms of like quality. For me.
Sure, yeah, I like Departed.
Right. And we like Jennifer Lawrence. So, what's the last thing we saw her in?
The last Jennifer Lawrence movie? You just saw her in the movie where she was dating that kid.
I didn't watch that.
Oh.
That comedy? Romantic comedy?
Yeah.
I missed it. I wanted to see it. Hunger Games? No.
X-Men?
No.
Last thing we've seen Jennifer Lawrence in?
It had to be Hunger Games. Hold on, let me pull up her, but I was supposed to say bibliography.
See how many books she's read.
I was like, this don't feel right. The last thing we saw her in was, so I didn't see No Hard Feelings. Don't Look Up.
Okay, fair.
That was 20. That's the movie she was in with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah, funny. Yeah.
So they're back together.
Yeah.
It's another team up in a different way.
And this one also going to streaming.
This one's probably going to stream it because not Netflix, Apple, the other streaming company, is looking to pick this up. So it will not get a physical release. The promotion will probably be next to nothing.
Yeah.
It'll probably be Oscar baited.
It'll probably be extremely expensive because Killers of the Flower Moon was.
It's going to be $300 million.
Just released a new iPhone.
Because they're going to rebuild the hotel or something.
Yeah, something.
And the baby's going to be like, they're going to cast like 12 babies to play one. So, think Leo probably costs 20. Jennifer probably going to get 18.
Yeah.
So, yes, this is going to be an expensive adventure, regardless of how you put it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. I'm optimistic. They've done good things in the past. So.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I enjoyed their last film together, which was Don't Look Up.
Yes.
Yes.
I did not quite enjoy the other two's last venture. Yeah. It's okay. Everything ain't got to hit 10 out of 10. Next up, swinging in the other direction, we have an anime-inspired sci-fi monster pick called Slime. Okay. Now, the reason why I put this on this cast is because I was like, this cast is it's a voice cast, obviously.
Yeah.
Kind of stacked. So we got Kid Cudi, who we last saw in Trap.
Yes.
Briefly. Willow Smith, Tiana Taylor, who we are going to see next week in
One Battle After Another.
Anna Swahi.
Should be seeing in Monsters at some point. Legacy of Monsters.
They said nothing.
When is it coming out, Anna? We're waiting.
Nothing about that. But I also need to watch her TV show that I keep missing.
Shogun.
Yes. Did you watch any of that?
I haven't watched Shogun yet.
Okay. We need to get on that.
I'm in the middle of playing Ghost of Tsushima. So I think I'm going to get confused.
Swing on right into it. John Cho and John Boyega is the voice cast for all of this. Director is Jaron Braxton. This will be his first feature full-length film, which, I mean, he must have, I think he's won something at Sundance before, which makes sense because you just don't get all these people to do like your first film if you ain't like proving yourself in some sort of way. So this is set in a near future. Slime follows Muna, who's going to be voiced by Willow Smith, an optimistic but broke young woman who signs up for a paid clinical trial. Now, normally those are pretty good. Sometimes they give you gift cards. Not that I would know that. Anywho. Only to be injected with a mysterious creature slime that unleashes destructive powers she can't control. On the run, she kidnaps Glenn, who is Kid Cudi, the lab worker who injected her, and the two set off on a perilous odyssey through a crumbling dystopian world in search of refuge and a cure.
Sounds like Akira.
It does. Now, this reminds me of the other anime that I don't even know if it came out. I think it came out. It was the creator of Cowboy Bebop, and it was supposed to be like a ragtag team.
Lazarus?
Yes. Did that come out?
Yeah, it came out.
I didn't hear anything about it. I actually wanted to see that.
I think it's Adult Swim. You know, they don't advertise.
Oh.
HBO, ever since they acquired it, they don't advertise anything under Adult Swim anymore. So
okay.
It's there, though.
Interesting. I want to check that out. But this when I read this, it sounds similar to that. Yeah. This doesn't say that it's like a comedy or anything, so it seems like it might be kind of serious.
Yeah, Akira was sad and serious.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Cowboy Bebop didn't end on like a happy note.
Yes, it had
I was
happy
like,
moments.
What the heck? Why am I emotional?
By the end.
So this sounds interesting. Just based on the premise and the cast list, I would definitely check this out. I'm always out for Tiana Taylor nowadays. She in everything. Give it a check. So as we learn more about this, we let y'all know.
Yeah, interested to see a trailer for this.
For sure.
All right, so that is all the movie news this week. Let's roll into the trailer park.
Toot.
Okay, first up on the trailer park is for Queens of the Dead. This is going to star Jaquil Spivey from Mean Girls, Katie O'Brien from Mission Impossible 18, and Quantumania.
Did you say Mission Impossible 18?
Oh, yes.
I don't know if that was an accident
Mission
or
Impossible
like
8. I mean, probably.
Yeah, your mind was like,
Mission
18.
Impossible 18 soon come.
Yes.
But we also saw her in Quantumania, and Love's Life Bleeding, I think, was her primary hit.
Yep.
And Margaret Cho. This is going to be a horror comedy, and it is about the film is about a group of drag queens, club kids, and frenemies who must put aside their personal dramas and use their unique skills to fight the flesh-thirsty undead when a zombie apocalypse breaks out on the night of a giant warehouse party.
It's definitely a comedy.
Yeah. So
if the description didn't give it away.
It's definitely a comedy. It's basically Dawn of the Dead set inside of a club with drag queens.
Yes.
Instead of a ball.
And they're like, it sounds like they are getting ready for a party. You're about to have a big party. Like it's a big night. And then it gets derailed when zombies show up.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to prepare for a drag show.
Yes.
It gets derailed when the zombies showed up.
And they're like Manhattan, New York, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, they're in a big city.
Katie O'Brien is in this. Also, I recognized Nina West, who's from Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, I did not recognize Nina West. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a Columbus, Ohio native.
Hometown hero in the movie.
So this looks like it's going to be fun. It's definitely a horror comedy. It's gory, but it's super campy.
It's like, I can't even think of a movie that it reminded me of.
Not like Beetlejuice, but
no.
I'm trying to think of like the last goofy.
It's giving me like Hard Eyes.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Like a little. I mean, there's definitely death involved, but it's as unserious as Hard Eyes.
Yes,
absolutely.
I don't think we're supposed to take anybody seriously in this movie, but it looks fun.
Excited for Katie O'Brien.
It does look fun. You know what I didn't get? I didn't get the date on this. Oh. 1 second, please. And when I first looked it up, I looked up Queens of the Damned, and Google was like, that's not. I was like, why you keep showing me Aaliyah? This is not what I signed up for. Nope. So apparently it came out somewhere June 7th, 2025.
Oh, was it a film festival?
Yes, it was at Tribeca Film Festival.
Gotcha.
Oh, it comes out during spooky season, October 24th.
Nice.
2025. And it will be going to theaters.
Other than Good Boy, we don't have very many spooks coming out.
We got that other one that you want me to see with Tatiana Maslany.
That comes out in October?
I don't know.
No.
We'll act like I never said it.
Okay. We didn't see The Conjuring, so and everything seems to be moving out of The Conjuring's way. So
yeah. So this is October 24th, 2025. It is a good time for a spooky season. So we might check this out.
Next stop on the trailer park is for Now You See Me, Now You Don't. This is trailer number 2. For this film. This is going to be the third installment of the Now You See Me franchise. This comes out November 14th, 2025. Are we seeing this?
So there are multiple things coming out.
So it's on the list.
It is on the list.
It's in queue.
It's TBD. Hold on 1 second because there's some sort of conflict this weekend. Okay. This particular weekend. November, what'd you say?
November 14th.
It comes out as the same weekend. Oh, speaking of movies, The Running Man Now You See Me, Now You Don't, and The Keeper comes out in November. So yeah.
I really want to see all of those, especially The Keeper.
I know. Decisions. So maybe I think the weeks after that aren't. Well, that's a lie because Wicked come out the following week.
Yeah. So.
I was like, we can catch it the next weekend.
No, because you won't. Because Wicked will have every screen.
Every screen, every backyard, every drive-in. They're going to reopen the drive-in. Right. And then, and the weekend after that, which is Thanksgiving weekend, is Zootopia.
No, we have to go see Knives Out.
Oh. Okay, I don't know.
I don't know. See all three.
I don't know when we're going to see Now You See Me, Now You Don't, but we want to.
Now You See Me, Now You Don't comes out November 14th. What is it about? It's going to star all the returning original cast members from the previous Now You See Me, at least the first one. Excluding Michael Caine, because he was the villain, so he doesn't get to come back. And Daniel Radcliffe isn't coming back either, because he was a villain in the second one. Okay. So they defeated him.
They got a new villain.
They have a new villain. It's going to be Rosamund Pike, which I think is a great choice. Yeah. What is this movie going to be about? I forgot what they're called.
The Chain Gang.
The Templar Knights.
Sure.
Whatever they call themselves.
Ragtag crew.
Ragtag crew of magicians.
Sure has not seen any of these, so I don't know.
Robin Hoods are getting together, and they're going to defeat Rosamund Pike because she is some type of... a rich warlord,
generic arms dealer,
excavates blood diamonds.
I was like, come on, y'all couldn't come up with something else.
No. The villain has to be thin.
It's so thin. It's your typical. She helps the bad people do bad things, and it's like, come on, do something else.
They identified the villain very early on in all the Now You See Me movies. The entertaining thing about him is the practical effects,
and there's always a twist. I'm assuming
how they do them. There's always a twist.
Okay,
but it's mostly just like the spectacle of them doing magic tricks out
right. And the banter back and forth.
Yeah,
right?
and it's supposed to be like sleight of hand practical. You're supposed to believe that it's all actually accomplishable.
Okay.
The magic that they're doing.
It looks pretty good.
Well, they're... whatever.
Some
of the stunts in this are a little ridiculous.
I mean, they look like it.
But these movies are fun.
They look fun.
So, yeah.
We'll see if we can squeeze this in somewhere.
I'm glad everybody's back. I'm glad Morgan Freeman's back, and I'm glad we get to see him with the group. He's joining them this time instead of being the PI trying to debunk everything that they do. Okay. So I'm excited. This looks fun.
I would agree for somebody who has not seen. I don't know how I missed the first two. I waved at them as they passed me by.
Yeah.
So
they were good. I went to theaters.
I feel like I should watch the first two before watching this one, just so I get the relationships in the movie.
Next stop on the trailer park is for Splinter Cell. This is going to be an animated series. It's coming to Netflix on October 14th, so you'll get that for spooky season.
Not relates, but it's fine.
It's going to star Liev Schreiber, Wolverine, as the titular character. And what is this about?
Bob? I didn't catch what his name was.
I really didn't catch the plot of this. So I know what Splinter Cell is.
It's a video game, right?
It's based off of Tom Clancy books.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So it seems like he is a John Wick style assassin.
Okay.
Who Globe tries to do assassin things. Or maybe he's more like Extraction.
Okay.
And he does those things. And he's got to stop somebody. No.
Some program.
He's got to protect somebody who's got a watch that's got a thing on it that does a thing.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got from I was like, there's a guy who's very skilled who needs to protect this other woman who's not as skilled from getting killed.
Splinter Cell, Jack Reacher, Jack Ryan are all the same.
Like mention of Ethan Hawke situation. He's a little more rugged than
Tom Clancy. What's the other writer? That does all the John something.
The name is escaping me. John something? Grisham?
Is it John Grisham?
He is a writer though. Are you thinking the guy who did
because he doesn't actually write?
Oh, excuse me.
He doesn't actually write, but he just sticks.
You talking about the guy who does the Alex Cross movies or books? Yep, him.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold on. Now we are failing at guessing, so we might as well just look it up.
James Patterson.
There it is.
Yes.
What do you mean he don't write? He don't write? He got a
he don't be
ghostwriter?
writing all them books. Like he's the Jordan Peele of book writers.
Oh, produced by.
He's producing.
This book was produced by.
He don't be writing them books.
I didn't.
If you actually open the book up, it actually says the writer. Yeah.
Interesting.
I used to think those were all written by James Patterson. I used to grow up, it just because you saw those books like at the grocery store, at the department store, in the book section, forever say James Patterson. And I've seen them since I was a kid until I was 30. I was like, how did James Patterson have time to write all these books?
He does have a lot of books.
He doesn't write all these books.
Yeah, he does have a lot of books. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, this look, I don't know. It's giving me Terminator Zero vibes. Like the style is Terminator Zero, but it don't have that like Terminator lineage.
It ain't got that cast. It needs more cast.
And it doesn't seem like a unique story, but maybe that's because this one trailer just didn't give it to me.
I haven't read all of the Tom Clancy stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is just pulled from one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
It could just be pulled and animated.
I mean, they could have just used this money to give us a Terminator Zero
It could have.
season 2.
Yeah.
But you don't hear me complaining.
So, but Netflix says that, Netflix says that 50% of their viewership comes from anime. So, expect more animation from Netflix.
This also makes sense. It also makes sense.
We'll
see.
Last stop on the trailer park is for Anaconda. This comes out Christmas Day. This is going to star Jack Black and Paul Rudd. And Tendaway Newton. And what is this movie about?
Was she in the trailer?
Yeah, she was the one woman in the trailer.
Sorry.
Okay.
She was like the one. I might need to rewatch this.
What is this about?
I was multitasking.
This is about two idiots, Paul Rudd and Jack Black, are friends, bums, and they want to use their free time to remake their favorite film,
which is Anaconda.
So this is the Inception.
Okay.
This is Inception. This is a movie within a movie.
But you forgot the part about where they accidentally kill the Anaconda that they're using to film the movie.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, go ahead.
two friends want to remake the film Anaconda.
Yeah.
Real. So they actually pack their stuff up and go to the Amazon to find a snake to film for the movie Anaconda that they're going to make as a fan film.
Yeah.
Kill the snake.
Yeah.
And then end up faced with a actual giant anaconda which is out to kill them. Why was the snake does the anaconda kill like the baby anaconda? Or like the mate?
The one they've run up into does seem exaggerated.
Because
it's given like T-Rex.
Because it doesn't make sense that they be that close together.
Yeah.
They like live in that.
I don't know.
That close proximity.
They like stupidly accidentally kill the one that they caught or whatever. But they run into some Mondo freak of nature size anaconda, I guess. The movie is stupid.
It's dumb.
But I will say, the fact that it's a movie about making a movie got me a little bit. I was like, I kind of like it's like a Tropic Thunder, right? But you were like, with less funny people. Sure.
Tropic Thunder had a better cast.
It had a better point that it was trying to make it. Like, Tropic Thunder was also trying to make points.
Sure.
I ain't trying to make no point in this. They're just trying to be goofy. And we'll see how this goes. I'm curious of how this does on Christmas.
So I guess Tendaway plays Jennifer Lopez.
Sure.
And who's John Voight?
That we didn't see a John Voight.
No.
Yet.
Yet. I guess the only villain in this is just going to be the snake.
We'll see. Somebody's going to probably try to capture the other one, just like John Voight did.
So what does this trailer shows? It just basically shows them being stranded in a forest and having to run away from the snake. We don't get too many shots of the snake. No. We get one shot of it in the daylight right before it like cuts to the title card because it looks like it swallows Jack Black and they think he's dead. So they try to use his body as bait. Then he wakes up and the snake is still chasing him.
It's weird. It's goofy. It's goofy. The reactions on the socials didn't seem good. No. I will say that. But I wonder if this is just more of social media thinks it's dumb and everybody else is like, oh, we going to go see this. Grab the kids. Grab the wife.
It's a 4-quadrant film.
Is it?
Yeah.
You think older kids will probably sit through this?
Ain't nothing with Jack Black in it. Only for adults.
You said you got to have a certain mindset.
Mostly for children.
Yeah, and this is not a serious movie by any stretch of the matter. Like the original Anaconda was like a action thriller movie. Straight comedy.
So last episode we were saying 4-quadrant film. This 4-quadrant film comes out on Christmas, so it'll probably make $1 billion.
Yeah.
And nothing comes out the weeks following.
No, it's what's the other movie? Avatar. It's got Avatar as competition.
On Christmas?
Avatar is the week before. Because I think Christmas falls in the middle of the week. So this will be the Christmas Day movie, and Avatar comes out like whatever Friday is before Christmas.
I don't know then.
Yeah, they'll be fighting for screens probably. But this is alternative programming.
Is it?
If you don't want to see Avatar and you want to go see something funny, boom.
But who wouldn't want to go see Avatar? I'm speaking other than myself because I've never been compelled to go see. I saw the first one and I was like, I get it.
We
I haven't been compelled to see the other ones.
Jay has outed our blasphemy. I have not seen a second Avatar. And I will be honest, I'm not super excited about seeing the third one, but we probably gonna see it, right?
I was around when the first Avatar came out 5,000 years ago, and then I forgot about it. So
it's not one of my favorite franchises. But
I like that other people are enjoying it.
But it makes $1 billion, so somebody likes it, obviously.
I do think that Anaconda probably won't do well with Avatar.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
Love going to see Avatar over and over and over again.
And this is not a Christmas movie. No, it's not even set during the winter like Nosferatu.
Avatar is about family. This isn't.
Right. Gifts and whatnot. Yeah,
that
other
is
gifts.
The definition of a 4-quadrant film.
So we'll see. Yeah.
And what's Avatar, Fox?
Disney.
It's a Disney.
Yeah. Disney not playing about this movie?
What's Anaconda?
Not Disney. I don't know. Let's see. Anaconda 2025 is... This is Columbia Pictures. Sony Columbia.
Nope. Can't compete.
No, absolutely not. I mean, but Sony don't always make the good decisions. So are we surprised? No, we are not. We'll see. They got their checks anyway, so good luck to them.
All right, so that is the last stop on the trailer park. Let's dive into this Buncha Crunch.
First bit of crunch, Brandon Perea.
Yep.
Sorry, Brandon. Who was in Nope, which I did not see.
Twisters,
which I did see, has been cast as the male lead in the next installment of the Insidious franchise, which I won't be watching. Jay will probably check it out, though.
Okay.
Wasn't the original kid younger, though? Or does it matter?
All the Insidious, not all of them, but most of the Insidious movies have been based around Rose Byrne's family.
Okay.
He's not related to them unless they create a new relative. So maybe that means they're moving on to a different group.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have to be tied to them.
Gotcha.
Jenna Ortega was like a in-credit stinger.
Oh, was she?
In the first one.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Because I would.
It's Insidious is basically about people who have the ability to astral project.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Going too far off and attracting the spirits of the dead. Because if you leave your body an empty vessel, other spirits will try to take it.
Of course.
Yes.
Because they ain't got nothing else to do. Mm-hmm. Of course. Okay. This is coming out August 21st, 2026.
Nice.
So they need to get on it. All right. Rumor mill here for a second. So Marvel Zombies premieres in 3 or 4 days.
Yep.
That'll be the first season. But apparently there is rumor that they are already planning for a second season. It will heavily depend on how the first season does. So that makes me wonder if the first season is going to end on a cliffhanger, or it's going to be like they're going to leave some story open so that there can be a second season. Because I mean, if it's a zombie apocalypse, like you would think it would end at the end of the first season. But if they want a second one, what are we doing?
Take into account that when we say second season, we mean 4 more episodes. So
fair enough.
I mean, I guess there's low stakes.
Fair enough.
But,
fair enough.
Sure. If there are survivors at the end of the series and they have something interesting, they have 4 more interesting episodes to tell of those. Sure.
You're right. It is only 4.
Because I'm gonna blast these off in one day. So
absolutely.
It's not like
they're probably only 30 minutes.
Now, if they're talking about switching a weekly, we might have a problem.
It's probably gonna greatly depend on how this first season does.
If they're saying like in 2026 we might dump 4 more episodes on y'all, I'm okay with that.
Sure, it's like a what if situation.
Sure,
I think what if was more than 4 episodes though.
Yeah,
and they did them every day.
And this is even shorter. So
that was a wild release. I need them to never do that again.
Yeah, it was just.
That was awful.
It was just too hard to put on a schedule.
It was. spoiler alert.
Yeah.
We didn't watch the second season.
That felt like homework.
That did.
Daily episodes.
I'm gonna go back and watch the last season or what if? No, that was the third season. Season. We watched the second season. But the everyday. Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
And I guess they thought we was all on Christmas break. I'm like, no, some of us.
Well, they tried to frame it around like the 12 days of Christmas thing. And it's like, no, y'all just trying to stretch out these subscriptions to the end of the year.
Right. No, please don't do that ever again. So we'll see.
Can't fool me.
Right. We'll see. We'll see how the first season goes. We'll talk about the first season on the next episode. We'll see if we feel like it's justified to have a second batch of 4 episodes.
Talking about new seasons.
Talking about seasons of things we still haven't watched. This is real bad. This is a vaguely nerdy podcast, not 100% nerdy podcast.
I stand by my decision on this.
Daredevil Born Again has already been greenlit for season 3. So they have already wrapped on season 2, I believe. Yes, they have filmed and wrapped, I think, on season 2.
This is season 6.
Oh, sure. Now, season 3 to somebody who didn't watch the Daredevil on Netflix. Sorry.
Season 6 to somebody who's already watched the Daredevil.
So it's season 3 to me. It's season 6 to Jay. And neither one of us have watched the new seasons that have come out.
No.
Did you finally get to it?
No,
Exactly.
I've already seen 3 seasons.
Okay.
I didn't need season 4.
I think I want to watch season 2 because it's going to have Jessica Jones in it, though. Yes?
Sure, and I think for that reason, I can just go straight to season 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm not watching season 1. It's too much.
Yeah, I don't
It's
need
too
to
much.
watch season 4. I can just jump straight to season 5.
I will watch a lovely content creator's season 1 review.
I'll support another content creator.
Exactly, and I will even share it out because it's like 12 other things I want to watch, and I don't know if I want to watch all of this.
I already know what happened in season 4, so I can go straight to season 5 without having to go back to season 4. It's season 4. They can slap the Born Again subtitle on it. It's season 4 of Daredevil.
So this means that season 2 probably ends with some sort of cliffhanger, some storyline that don't get complete if they are obviously doing a season 3.
Especially because if they're smart, all of Netflix Jessica Jones is still canon.
Yeah.
So it's not even like I need to go back and rewatch anything I missed on Jessica Jones.
I would rewatch Jessica Jones though.
Yeah, Jessica Jones is great. So if they were smart, everything Jessica Jones will still stay canon, which means you can jump right into season 5 without having missed anything. I mean, spoilers in 3, 2, 1. For anybody who hasn't seen it, Foggy's dead, but that's the only like grand development.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's the only grand development that happened in that whole season.
I don't know who Foggy is.
Foggy died.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody was fighting for them to be back, and they ended up knocking one of them out.
Foggy died. Kingpin was once again defeated. However, he's still going to be around because he's Kingpin.
Okay, he didn't
Punisher
become mayor.
gets to move on to Spider-Man.
Didn't become mayor?
Yeah, he did become mayor.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, he gets defeated by Daredevil.
Oh, but is he still mayor?
Yeah, but I mean, he wins he loses the battle but wins the war.
What?
So yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Take that with what you will.
All right, I'm gonna jump back in
because they can't have the season end where like all is lost.
Right.
So,
they could.
Daredevil. I mean, they could, but not for a reboot.
That's how Endgame.
Not for a so-called revival. Right. Not for a so-called season 1.
All right.
Season 4.
The numbers you're throwing me off. So we will see. This is the first Marvel TV show that's gotten 3 seasons, so they obviously feeling pretty confident. Them numbers must have been good. There's no way these ratings weren't good if they're giving it another season.
This first Marvel show's got 6 seasons.
Okay. I'm like, why are you looking at me?
I was like, be the fifth.
You rude. Anywho, Daredevil season 3-6 coming to a Disney Plus near you. Mm-hmm. All right, next up, speaking of revivals, Miami Vice, which we briefly talked about before, is going to be directed by I keep want to call him John Krasinski. That's not that man's name. Joseph
Kosinski.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Who directed F1 and Top Gun Maverick. It officially has a release date of August 6, 2027. We'll see if it actually sticks to that date. Maybe.
Sure.
I feel like Miami Vice belongs in the summer, though. It's a summer movie. For sure.
It's going to have to, 2027.
2027. I don't know when it comes out. I will say that somebody posted a cast, like a fan casting with Austin Butler and John David Washington.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I'd be okay with that.
I would be down for that. Mm-hmm. I mean, sure. Why not?
Or bring back Robert Pattinson and John David Washington.
That would work.
Or Aaron Taylor Johnson.
That also works.
That would work.
I would be down for any of those.
He would go for like because Colin Farrell played like a rugged version of the character. Aaron Taylor Johnson could do a pickup of that.
Yeah, he looks rugged while he's prepping for werewolf. I know that much.
Because the last one was Colin Farrell, Jamie Foxx. Did you see that one? It wasn't good.
But I know of it.
It wasn't good at all.
That was Michael Bay, right?
I saw it for free on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah. So do with that what you will.
Already know.
Early Michael Bay film, but it wasn't as good as Bad Boys. No. So
no, we'll see. I feel like this is a guy to do it though. He's done Top Gun Maverick. Oh, he also did with the movie to come out F1.
Yeah,
it's got the same vibe.
Yeah,
he's got the same vibe.
He's got it.
We'll see.
And I think that I read something that, or maybe we said it last episode, but it's supposed to be, the film is supposed to be mostly based on the pilot episode.
Yes, in the first season or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Which I guess is when that was good.
Yeah.
So to be determined.
Yeah.
Man, it depends on the cast. And if they get like, I was about to say his name, but I'm not gonna say. If they get some other people that I'm not particularly care for, then I might be like, no, pass.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see on the casting.
Speaking of casting, Mole Man, aka Paul Walter Hauser, has been cast in Zach Krieger's Resident Evil movie, which will be coming out September 18th, 2020. Another 2026 movie.
Interesting.
I think.
So that's two people.
Yeah, the other guy is Austin Abrams.
Mm-hmm. Weapons.
The way this is. Wait a minute. Who's in weapons?
James, crackhead.
Oh, right. Right, because he said he was the only person that was able to stay for the cast of weapons.
Yes.
Because everybody else had like casting conflict. Right. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to watch this. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was mulling over. Because the description, he's like, it's not gonna be like the games, but he thinks it's gonna have the same feel as the games.
It just means it's gonna have original story. It's still going to be zombies.
Oh god.
And not just like regular people zombies.
Zombies with like their heads cut off and stuff, right?
Yeah, these are like mutant zombies that like mutate and get worse over time because it originates from the T virus. So yeah.
So no. All right, so that was great. But shout out to Mo Man.
But you know what? What I realized is that this is another opportunity for a rise of another corporation because Umbrella Corporation is big in Resident Evil. So maybe this could be like the new Whale of Utani going forward.
Lord.
Because the Umbrella Corporation was, what were they doing? They were like trying to make
something bad. I'm sure
they were trying to make like vaccines and like beauty products, and they were like using like illegal substances and illegal science, and that's what ended up kicking off the T virus. I'm like, that's very American. So maybe they'll become like the new Whale of Utani.
Present for the times.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we learn more about who's getting cast in this, we will let you know. They're probably gonna have to start filming this pretty soon because it's coming out next fall.
Nice.
So. All right. Speaking of more casting news, I'm gonna jack his name up. How you say his name?
Lachlan Monroe.
Thank you. Who played Greg in Scary Movie?
Yes.
It's coming back for Scary Movie 6.
I think he's in all of them.
Is he? I didn't see the last few, but I definitely saw that. He was like the jock, right? When he the idiot jock in the Scary Movies.
Wasn't he also? So yes, he was the idiot jock in Scary Movie.
Uh-huh.
In the first one.
Yes.
He was the dad in Totally Killer.
Was he?
Yeah. Because he wasn't in it that much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the dad in Totally Killer.
Okay.
He wasn't in every Scary Movie, but he's been in so many movies where he plays like the same type of person.
Yes.
In those type of movies.
So why not bring him back?
So yeah, that makes sense.
So now we got 3 OGs so far. Well, 5, I guess, if you count the Wayans brothers.
So all of the cast members who were in the original Scary Movie, we have Anna Faris coming back, of course. Marlon Wayans coming back. Regina Hall's coming back. I think Sean's coming back.
I think they said they're both coming back.
Okay. We don't know if Carmen Electra is coming back, but probably not. Shannon Elizabeth.
Sure. I don't know what she's been up to lately.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Lachlan Monroe. The only other person left is... Who's
Doofy.
left?
Not Doofy.
John Abrams, he played Doofy. Doofy, yes. Dave Sheridan.
Okay.
And the only other person left is John Abrams, who played the Billy Loomis, who played Anna Faris's boyfriend in the first one. It was him and Sean Wayans that were the killers. He's the only one I ever heard of back yet. So.
Interesting. I mean, I feel like they should make it happen.
Bring them all back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
They can't be expensive.
No.
Yeah.
No. And I'm assuming they're going to start wrapping up on this as well because I think this is a next year movie.
Yeah.
So they need to get the production cracking.
I wonder if Melissa Barrera is going to be in it. There's been rumors flying around that she's going to be in it. That'd be funny.
That'd be epic.
She could be like a cold open.
I mean,
that'd be a great cold open. Like she was the open and kill.
Listen, y'all, that's the greatest idea that's ever come out of this podcast. I'm gonna need y'all to make that happen.
Yeah,
that would be outstanding.
Or if they redo Scream 5 and make it Jen Ortega, Melissa Bird, again, but make it Cindy and Regina coming to her rescue.
Yeah. That would be good. I just hope they don't overcomplicate this.
Yeah,
like,
don't
overcomplicate it. I think a lot of pressure is going to be on this movie.
Don't use any of our ideas.
Yeah, but that first one you have.
The cold open is great.
The cold open, keep that one. But just don't overcomplicate these movies. Speaking of more movies, because it's a movie podcast, obviously, Matt Reeves confirms that Kristen Milioti, did I say that right? Milioti. Kristen, who plays Sophia Falcone, he says she also just won an Emmy, by the way, for The Penguin.
Nice.
Is not coming back for Batman 2. Well, actually, she wasn't in Batman 1.
Right.
So he is saying, Matt Reeves, the director and the writer, is saying that she will not be in Batman 2. Mm-hmm. Is he telling the truth? I don't know why he would lie.
Maybe. We don't know.
We don't know. I feel like if she was, you have to explain who she was, and he might not want to do that because she wasn't in the first one.
We have to explain if she's still in Arkham. Then we have to explain a reason for him to be at Arkham. Or if she's out, then you have to take time to explain how she got out and why that's important.
Well, you have to explain who she is, period. Because we didn't, if you didn't watch The Penguin, you wouldn't know.
And a lot of people didn't.
And I would assume that not every single person who saw The Batman watched The Penguin.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
They might now, though, but.
Maybe, because, they won quite a few Oscars for that. So, Emmys. Excuse me. Wrong
TV
category.
Oscars.
TV Oscars for that. But so 1, shout out to her for winning the Emmy. 2, we'll see if Matt is actually telling the truth. 3, he does say that the villain for Batman 2 will be connected to Bruce Wayne's history and life. So
was Hush, but okay.
Was it? He was. Yep.
Technically.
Mm-hmm. He technically was.
But so it's going to be the Court of Owls.
Oh, you think so?
I think it's going to be the Court of Owls.
Now, how are they connected to Bruce Wayne?
The Wayne name, because probably the Waynes, now that we know the Waynes were corrupt, because they made them definitively corrupt in this one.
They did.
They were probably also members of the Court of Owls, which was the secret cult. They were basically the Gotham version of the Illuminati.
Okay.
Rich white folk, yes, who lived off the back of the poor people who lived in Gotham.
That is Bruce Wayne's.
Yeah. So
he's rich and white.
So those other people, that's the Court of Owls, but they also employ ninjas. So
okay,
yeah,
interesting. We'll see who it. We'll eventually find out who it is whenever this movie comes out.
Because Bruce Wayne is young. Yes. He doesn't have a very long life.
No,
and he doesn't have much history because what they said in the last movie was after his parents died, he pretty much just locked himself in his tower forever.
He's only been Batman for 2 years, I think, in Batman 1.
If it's not the Court of Owls, then it's Ra's al Ghul.
I don't think they're gonna do Ra's because Nolan did Ra's.
I mean, but that's where he gets his training from.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I feel like they wouldn't do it because they would the Nolan comparisons would be nonstop.
Ra's must just be an unspoken thing that's just implied.
Oh, because he's already
just
trained.
Who else does he get his training from?
Right. Maybe they'll name drop him, but I don't know if they'll make him a character because the Christopher Nolan movies.
Who would be a good Ra's al Ghul?
The one that was Ra's al Ghul.
Liam Neeson, he was a great Ra's al Ghul.
I mean, he's still active.
Yeah,
he over there being Naked Gun, which I am going to watch at some point.
Okay, you enjoy that?
People were posting the clips, and I was cracking up
I won't stand in your way.
This is the dumbest thing, but I feel like I need to watch it.
I cannot.
I'll come back and let you guys know how dumb it actually was.
All right, and our last crunch is a sad crunch.
Boo, Lord, you picked the wrong one. I'm just kidding. We do have a sad crunch. Robert Redford passed away at the age of 89 this past week. Something that I did not know about Robert Redford is he is the founder of the Sundance Film Festival.
Me either.
I feel like I should have known that, but I was like, wait, what? I also will admit that the meme of his that everybody uses for everything.
Oh, you didn't know that was Robert Redford?
I thought that was Zach. I was one of them.
You too.
I was one of them. I was like, that's not Zach from Hangover?
I always knew that was Robert Redford.
He's got a chubby looking face, like the cheeks.
No.
I don't care. I will admit, Robert don't hold it to my heart because at least half the universe also thought the same thing.
That is true.
That is true. But if you don't know who Robert Redford is, that's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But he was Butch Cassidy and he's from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which makes sense that like Sundance Film Festival. But I never made the connection. But anywho, he's also in All the President's Men, Out of Africa. Now, what nerds probably most know him for, if you're not like a movie buff, you're just a nerd movie buff. He was Alexander Pierce in Captain America, and he had made a brief cameo, which was actually his last film appearance in Endgame when they went to go pick up Loki.
Somehow he ended up passing right before the real world Hydra takeover.
Yeah, lucky him.
Yeah.
Is that weird to say? He's in a better place. I know that much.
Depends on where you're looking at it.
I know that much. He also directed The Legend of Bagger Vance with Matt Damon, Will Smith, and Charlize Theron, if you did not know. And he was a very active environmentalist. So he narrated quite a few nature documentaries. So he was all about, like, he was a good person all around.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of like, Lord, could you pick somebody else?
Yeah.
Maybe. So yeah, R.I.P. to a legend. There was a lot of people who were going down memory lane, and a lot of celebrities posted memories and whatnot about him. So yeah, we lost a good one.
We did. R.I.P. to a legend.
R.I.P. to a legend.
All right. So that is the end of the movie news, Buncha Crunch and Trailer Park. We're going to take a quick break and get into our review of the week.
For The Man in My Basement. We're actually recording in my basement.
Hey.
Connection. I think my basement's better though.
Okay.
This week, we watched The Man in My Basement. It was released September 12th, so it actually came out last weekend, 2025. We actually went to go see it on Thursday because it was literally in theaters. They snatched it. Scoop. It is going to be on Hulu in a couple weeks, though.
Sure.
So it's not in theaters anymore as you are listening to this, but you can catch it on Hulu, I think, on like the 25th.
If you still have it.
If you still have Hulu, which is a totally different topic that we will not be addressing.
Those who don't know.
Right. If you know, you know. Anywho, this movie is actually based on a novel of the same name by Walter Mosley. Walter Mosley also wrote the book that the movie Devil in a Blue Dress was based on. So he's got a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of books and whatnot. He actually did some writing on Star Trek Discovery for a little bit, but he left due to some very interesting circumstances, which I will also not address on this podcast. Okay. He's not a bad guy. It wasn't him.
Okay.
Him and HR didn't agree with a word he said.
Uh-oh.
And they were like, you can't be using that at work. And he was like, I'm black. Why can't I?
Oh.
Anywho, you can infer. You can infer what the word was.
I get it.
Exactly. He is a black writer, by the way, if you didn't put that together. So, but Devil in a Blue Dress, the Spike Lee movie, was also based on a book wrote by Walter Mosley. Director is Nadia Latif. This is her directorial debut, I believe. I couldn't find any other movies that she had done. The cast and characters of The Man in My Basement are Corey Hawkins plays Charles Blakey. Mm-hmm. That's like an easy word, but I like threw an extra L in there, so I gotta jack me up. Willem Dafoe, aka the Green Goblin, plays Aniston Bennett. Anna Diop plays Narcissus Gully. That's the main cast. There's some other people in this movie. One I will give a shout out to when we get to our review, but that's the gist. That's the gist of it. Runtime of 1 hour and 55 minutes. Could have been shorter.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say short, sweet, and to the point. That's not true. Not true at all. We have no idea what the budget was. We have no idea what the box office was. There is no cinema score. The critic score. The critic score on Rotten Tomatoes is 38%. There are not.
Oh, it went down.
Yeah, probably.
It was 40 when we left the theater.
Dang. That wasn't me. I didn't.
No, we didn't. I didn't. Nope.
We are not Rotten Tomatoes certified critics. Nope. So, nope. Somebody else saw this and didn't
and
like
I
it.
also don't put my scores on Rotten Tomatoes. So
no, I did for the Marvels. That's like the only time I've ever done it. I did it for the Marvels.
It's been a good Samaritan.
Yes, because it deserved it. And there are not enough reviews to have an audience score.
No.
So,
So if we did vote, it probably would have been that 2%.
Maybe. So yeah, not a lot of people saw this. I did go try to find the reviews on something else. And Letterboxd is actually a 3.2, which is
What's the highest on Letterboxd?
5. Okay. 3.2 out of 5. It's better than Him. So take that as you wish. I'm sure Him has way more reviews, but comparison's sake for a movie that came out this weekend.
Sure.
We're not going to talk about Him either. We didn't watch it, as you can tell, because we're not reviewing that movie. And if you are a faithful listener to our podcast, you already knew that we wasn't watching that movie. So, Jay, hit us with the plot of The Man in My Basement.
The plot of Man in My Basement is Corey Hawkins is a man who's going through some financial difficulties.
He's not the one in the basement.
but they are about to steal his home. The bank
Yes.
is coming to take his home.
I don't know about stealing.
Well, no, not steal.
Foreclosed.
The bank is coming to take his home.
Yeah.
And suddenly, Willem Dafoe
The Green Goblin
appears on his doorstep with
Not
an
as a-
offer to rent out his basement for $1,000 a day for 65 days.
Yep.
And Corey Hawkins agrees.
Yeah, he does. Pretty easily.
And the rest of the movie is trying to figure out what Willem Dafoe's purpose is for wanting to rent out the basement. And also if there is a connection to mysterious African artifacts that Corey Hawkins also uncovers while cleaning out the basement from his ancestors. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hijinks and shenanigans. Shenanigans ensue. Yeah. I just wanted to emphasize the shenanigans part. All right, so let's get into our non-spoiler thoughts. I'll go first.
Sure.
What is this movie? Why is this movie? I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
Uh-oh.
I think about the hour mark. You turned over and said, "I don't like this movie," and I was like,
"I don't like what I'm saying."
You just now get to that point at the hour mark. Interesting. I did not read the book, so I cannot make any judgment call on how good the book was. I feel like the book had to be liked enough to be turned into a movie. And normally books are better than their movie adaptations. So I'm going to go on a limb and say the book is probably better than this movie.
Sure.
But I didn't like any of the characters in this. I didn't like Corey. I didn't like Green Goblin. I didn't like, what's her name? Starfire.
Narcissus.
I didn't like Starfire. Okay. And I like all these actors and other things, but I did not like them I didn't like their characters in this. So the acting is not bad. It's literally just the characters and the writing and the directing. I mean, I don't know I don't know. It was hard to even find the difference between a book and a movie because not a lot of people have seen this. So I don't know if the script is like ripped from the headlines or the pages or what. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
This is the second book to film adaptation we've seen in a week, in a row.
What was the last one?
Long Walk.
Oh yeah, much better adaptation.
Much better adaptation. that just occurred to me right now.
Much better. I mean, there's some significant changes to the Long Walk too, and
we talked about that.
Still, it's good.
Yeah,
better. It's a little spookier than I thought it would be. There are some creepy crawly situations in here, and I was like, I didn't come for this.
Sure, there are scenes.
Yeah, and I thought there were scenes that were going to come, but the reasoning behind the scenes is kind of like, oh, well.
Right. Just kind of like, okay,
why am I scared?
What's the point of that?
What did y'all even set this up for? Right. Like, are you trying to make this a horror movie? Then you forgot mid movie. You're like, actually, we don't want to make it a horror movie.
Actually, don't can't be bothered.
Right. We don't want to take it that step further. Although it probably would have been better as a horror movie if they would have just leaned right into it. But anywho, I mean, I would have been mad because I didn't go for a horror movie, but I at least would have probably had better things to say.
Right.
And then Smee. Shout out to Smee. The actor is Jonathan. His name is not even on the Wikipedia page. That's the bad part. The actor who plays Smee in Alien Earth also plays I guess it's his friend.
Best friend. Mm-hmm.
His friend in this. So I hadn't seen him in anything else.
I liked him. I liked his character.
He was fine. I mean,
he didn't annoy me.
He didn't really add anything to the movie.
Didn't get on my nerves.
He did not. So shout out to him for being in multiple projects and getting a check.
There you go.
I like him in Alien Earth. I liked him in this. So
he can play an adult.
He can play an adult, and he can play a kid in an adult body.
Yeah.
So, very well. So he was a highlight, maybe.
Yeah, good for him.
Which is crazy. He's a highlight because he's in better stuff currently.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah, that's it for my non-spoiler thoughts. I will save everything else for later.
My non-spoiler thoughts. This was a bad movie.
Not good.
The storytelling kind of goes nowhere with Charles.
Oh, Charles grated my nerves.
Yeah,
so bad.
The storytelling around Charles doesn't go anywhere, and Willem Dafoe's plot feels like it's a completely separate thing from Charles's plot.
Yes, there are two things happening in this movie, and they do not converge.
No. And the trailer makes it seem like the two things are connected in some way, and they actually aren't.
The connecting thread, there's no thread.
Or maybe
we made it up in our minds.
Maybe they're connected in the book, but they are not connected in this film adaptation.
Fair enough.
So,
if you've read the book, please let us know if the connecting threads connect.
Right. This movie, I feel like, had no protagonist.
The lady across the street.
There's nobody.
She was nice.
Sure.
The neighbor.
She was nice. I can't even remember her name. But all I did was I wanted her to stay across the street so she didn't get mixed up in Charles'
Lady neighbor.
nonsense. But yeah, I feel like the movie didn't have any protagonists. There wasn't anybody to root for. Everybody in this movie made dumb decisions. And I wasn't exactly sure why some of the characters continued to come back to interact with some of these other characters, given like the red flags that they were given.
Huge.
Not
red
once,
flags.
not twice, but maybe 3 times.
The whole movie. The whole hour and 55 minutes.
This is supposed to be a psychological thriller, but nothing was thrilling about it.
Ooh.
Not thrilling in like the interesting way. I mean, nothing was interesting about it, but thrilling as in the
thriller way.
There was nothing that got the mental gears turning in this movie. The only thing that
Confusion.
got my confusion.
Yeah,
yes,
we were confused,
wondering what I was seeing.
But like the guesswork was like
the story. It wasn't because of the storytelling didn't challenge me.
Right.
Neither did any of the visuals challenge me. Cheryl mentioned that there were like some spooky scenes. Those could have been like thrilling, but they weren't because a lot of times it was poorly lit. I couldn't tell what was happening, or the scene kind of just didn't amount to anything.
No.
Some of the scares I think were too quick.
Okay.
There was a moment in the mirror, which you foreshadowed in the bathroom mirror.
It was literally set up. I'm like, something's happening in the mirror.
Throughout the movie, Corey Hawkins is plagued with like visions of his ancestors, which is like it's just spoiled in the trailer. So one of the moments where he sees one of his dead ancestors in the bathroom mirror, but it happens so quickly, like it's not even, it's too fast to be a jump scare. It's kind of just like, what did I just see?
Right. Was that there? Did I blink?
Yeah. And horribly foreshadowed to then be too fast to what actually happens.
Yeah.
I feel like the ending was wholly unsatisfying. I feel like we didn't actually get answers to anything.
No, I had to think about the ending for a second. It's like, how did it end? Yeah. Now I remember.
The ending was kind of unsatisfying. We didn't really get any answers to why the characters were in the movie, or we didn't really get answers to their motivation.
There wasn't enough motivations for me.
We got pieces of their backstory, but it didn't explain why they were doing what they were doing.
Why we were watching.
It tells me who you are as a person, but it doesn't tell me why you're here. And then when the movie ends, I feel like we still don't get that kind of answer, and it's kind of just like interpret all of these things how you will, and that is how the ending is, and I hate that. Yeah. Especially when it's poorly told.
And it wasn't purposely trying to do that either. Like, I feel like they were like, oh, this is the conclusion. We were like, are you sure?
Yeah.
I think you left something out here.
But my last non-spoiler note is that I do enjoy the actors independently, though. So
sure.
All of these actors independently, I do enjoy.
Yeah.
I don't think there was bad acting in the movie.
No.
The characters were bad.
Terrible.
Yes.
Terrible. Mm-hmm. All right. So that is it for our non-spoilers. If you...
Can't wait to get to our like section.
Are we going to go to the like section? This might be the first movie where we don't have a like section. But if you want to take the gander and spend an hour and 55 minutes on this movie, you can watch it on Hulu in a couple of weeks, and then you can come back and listen to our review. But you ain't got to bother. Just listen to this.
Yeah.
And then go watch the movie and let us know if you agree or disagree. Right. So we're going to go to our spoiler section in 3 and 2 and 1. So we're going to talk about our characters. First up, we have Charles Blakey, who is played by Corey Hawkins.
Yes.
Terrible character.
Terrible character.
So they quickly establish him as a drunk who is unemployed, who is not seeming to want to be interested in being employed. But he is living in the home of his family, which has been in his family for, I think, 8 generations, is what they said. I mean, they literally have a burial plot on the side of the house that clearly is not being taken care of. Anywho, but he's done some things in his life that got him to where he is. And initially you think maybe he's just been down on bad luck. No, he's just a jerk, and he's been living his life the way... Why he is living like he is right now is because of how he's treated people and lived his life leading up to this.
Yeah, and...
it's all deserved.
They explained that why he's in this situation right now specifically is because his mom died.
Yes.
And that's why he's like depressed. But the way his character is portrayed, these are symptoms of you've been bad forever.
Yeah. So his mom, he comes back home from college, I think, because his mom is sick. She passes away. And then he has an uncle who is terrible, who also came down, I guess, to help him. But then he ends up having to take care of the uncle. And the uncle lives for much longer. And the uncle has been abusive, it sounds like, the way they describe it. So everybody thinks his uncle's been terrible. They were glad when he died, essentially. But Charles has had to take care of him all this time. So, and they don't really explain. I guess they do explain why he has no money and can't get a job. We do get that a little later. But he doesn't seem to. He's in a stupor of sorts, but he's in a stupor that he created.
Yes.
And he's not really motivated to get out of it. And you don't even feel bad for the character because he's such a jerk to everybody. And it's just like, whatever happens to you, Charles. I don't care.
Yeah. They don't do a good job at like, and I'm not sure if we're supposed to empathize with him other than the fact that his parent, he has the loss of a parent, but his actions kind of indicate that prior to his mom dying, he's been the worst. It seems like everybody in his life has been tired of him for quite some time. Agreed. Nobody seems to be happy when he calls or when they see him.
Oh, Lord. They were like, what you want?
It was very hard to watch, especially because he's like, he does a good job acting, but for the character, because we have to spend so much time with him and he's not doing anything but being a bum and making poor decisions, it makes it for a very hard watch.
We were wondering, like, what does he do all day?
Yeah.
Other than drink.
What does he do? And annoy his friends, which, they're very vocal about, so.
Yeah. Fun fact, or unfun fact, random fact, Jonathan Majors was originally going to play this character. And that wouldn't have changed this movie one bit.
No. Still would have well acted.
It would, right. The acting would have still been there, but he didn't write the script.
No, the plot wasn't here.
Wasn't. So it don't matter who you would have thrown in these roles, even if they were good actors, great actors, medium actors, this movie would not have done any differently.
Yeah. So Corey Hawkins is being threatened by the bank. He has to make a substantial payment or going to take his home. His friends convince him to go down into his family's basement and dig up some
artifacts, see if he can get some money for them.
Because one of his friends, Shmi, knows Anna Diop's character, Narcissus, who is
like an antique boutique owner who does this sort of thing.
So she can spot antiques and she can get you a quote on them and she can get those sold for you.
Right.
So he connects with her and they discover that he has these African masks in his basement. These three African masks. And
she thinks they're like originals from like the first days of like civilization. And she's like, dude, these are like heirlooms. You need to keep these, protect these. Like, these are not the ones you need to sell.
Yeah, because to her, she's been doing studying and she says that potentially these masks are brought over by people from Africa who weren't slaves.
Yes.
Non-slaves.
Yes. Pause. Okay. She just walking around her stick. I couldn't tell what she was doing.
So there's a lot of value in just owning these. And they have like a lot of ancestral value to them as well. So
right.
That's how he ends up connected with Anna Diop's character. How he encounters Willem Dafoe. Do you have any other notes about Charles that you want to point
I ain't
out?
Like him. Next.
We can move on to Willem Dafoe.
We sure can.
Just roll right into
Next
him.
up is Green Goblin.
So while he is making phone calls to family members, trying to get money out of them or trying to proposition friends to get money out of them.
Yeah.
He ends up
he just shows up on his doorstep.
Willem Dafoe just shows up on his doorstep and introduces himself as Aniston and says that he is an investor.
Yes.
But he doesn't say what he's an investor of yet. We find out of that later. But he randomly asks to rent out his basement.
60 days, 65 days, $65,000. And at first, Charles is like, no, get out of here. Like, I don't have no roommates. He's like, call me if you're interested. Later.
And it's strange. Watching this movie, you would think something strange or supernatural is happening because there is no sign in front of the house saying there's anything for rent. He hasn't posted anything. Why would you randomly show up at somebody's house asking to rent out their basement or thinking that it's
available to rent?
It's available to be rented
or
out.
that knows that he has a basement.
In my mind, I'm thinking Willem Dafoe knows the artifacts are here.
Oh, that's what he's there for.
Yeah.
He is there for them artifacts because I can't remember how close the two scenes are, but we find a mask and then he shows up, or he shows up and then we find a mask. Either way, in your brain, you're thinking, Green Goblin here. Right. Norman's here for the mask.
Right. So we're thinking that Willem Dafoe is showing up because he coincidentally just uncovered the mask. Of course, Charles sends him away.
Yep.
But later on, he realizes he goes to see his cousin, I guess.
He goes to see his cousin at a bank, and we don't know it at this point, but Charles worked at the bank.
Right.
And his cousin's like, don't come here. Like, you embarrassing me. Please go away. He don't get no money that way. He calls somebody else. I'm going to guess another cousin.
An aunt.
An aunt who he ain't talked to since the mom's funeral, it seems like, asking for money. he rude to her because she don't say what he like.
Right.
So he don't get no money from her. And then he's like, I got to do something. So he ends up calling Norman Osborn back.
So Norman Osborn basically tells him, I give you 3 lumps of cash of the 65 up front when my equipment gets delivered, when you pick me up.
Yep.
And I'll give you the last lump at the end of my stay.
Yep.
So his equipment gets delivered a couple days before his arrival. He gets put in the basement. He gets the money. He goes to the train station to pick up Willem Dafoe. He gets the money, gets him down to the basement. They have a quick drink of sake.
Yep.
And introductions.
Or bourbon or something.
And
doesn't matter.
And the next night, Corey Hawkins comes down to the basement, and Willem Dafoe and all of the crates, because he had a bunch of just wooden crates delivered, not like furniture and bedding.
Nope.
Which was weird. So when he gets back down to the basement, Willem Dafoe has built a jail cell. This is now turned into an episode of You.
Yeah, I literally was about to say, like Joe built in You.
He built a jail cell and locked himself in Corey Hawkins' basement. No explanation where the boxes went. Where the wooden boxes.
They was lined up along the wall we ain't see.
Okay. He's built a jail cell and he's incarcerated himself in Corey Hawkins' basement.
He has locked himself in a jail cell in his basement, giving Charles the key. And it's like, I need to stay here. Don't let me out.
Yeah.
And Charles is like, this is weird. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? He's like, I just need to do this. I paid you your money. You've agreed. Like,
you knew all you needed to know to get me down here.
Right. So let me stay. Like,
right.
And I think he even offered him to give him more money because Charles is like, I can't do this. This is too strange.
Yeah.
And he's like, to ease your worries, I'll add extra to the end. And then Charles is like, okay, sure, fine.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Charles and Aniston have a conversation basically talking about what Aniston does for work. And Aniston says that he works in reclamations. Yes. And he goes through a very long explanation. But basically what he says is people uncover things. Other people find out that other people uncover things and they hire me to go get it.
Right. And they might not, the person where it is, the people who are at that place might not know it's there. So they're like, well, I know it's there. You didn't. So that means I can come get it.
Right. So,
stealing.
Right. So it's stealing. And Charles calls him out on that. And he's like, I mean, it's just a transaction. But in my mind, I'm like, he's coming for the mask.
He knows they're there.
I don't know how he knows that you got the mask. Maybe that's the supernatural element. But he's coming for the mask.
They called him.
Yeah.
From the grave.
The mask called. Because we also get a gross, weird scene earlier than Willem Dafoe arrives where like the weird scene on the couch where Charles in the African mask while Smee is upstairs with his girlfriend
doing the thing,
and they try to make it seem like the mask is calling out to him, but they really don't explain it. So
it's just unnecessary.
But the way that the movie lays out the scenes, I'm thinking that the mask have the ability to call out to people,
sending out a beacon, to somebody or something.
Yeah, because the TV goes weird.
Yeah.
You hear sounds and strange. You hear strange sounds
throughout
and
the
noises
whole movie.
Whenever the masks are in focus.
Yes.
So I'm thinking like Willem Dafoe's the White Devil. He heard the call of
and the mask are like, get that man out the basement.
Right.
Get that man out the basement. Get that man out the basement.
Also help me.
Right.
So I'm thinking like he's coming to reclaim these masks. Charles is an idiot, so he doesn't pick up on that at all.
No.
But their deal is Willem Dafoe is like, you got to come down here every day.
Once a day to feed me. Turn the lights on. Things of that nature.
So it's going as planned.
Pretty much.
In the beginning, Charles is bringing him his meals. But also, Willem Dafoe does or does not know that Charles is a drunk. So there are just days where Charles just forgets to go down to the basement.
And Norman Osborn don't like it.
Is mad.
He's like, you can't just, this is not the deal. You can't just leave me down here. And sometimes he leaves him down there in the dark.
Yeah.
So he's just like, you can't just leave me in the dark for like a day.
And this is where it started to fall apart hard for me because it didn't make sense why Corey Hawkins started torturing him.
Yes, so they have a tiff, and because Charles is like, you need to tell me why you down here. He basically don't like the answers, and Norman Osborn says that. He's like, I can tell you, but you're not gonna like the answer. So basically he was like sounds like he was a former black ops or something.
Yeah.
Killing people for bad reasons.
Yeah.
He was a bad guy.
Yeah. Doing
bad things. And then there's something about the N-word and the KKK and the treating black people bad. So he feels like he's down there because he's like, he wants to atone for his sins. And he wants to do that by locking himself downstairs in this man's basement.
And he feels like it has to be done by an incarcerated. But it has to be done by a black man.
Yes. And Charles don't like that. And they get into a tiff and he don't like it. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to just leave you down here. You're in prison now. I'm the jailer. And they're like, that doesn't make sense. That's not what we agreed to. And why?
Prior to the argument, though, Charles forgets to take him out. Or not take him out, kind of like the dog, which he makes a comment about later on in the movie.
Right.
Charles forgets to come home and feed him because Charles goes out and gets drunk with some girl and hallucinates
a
dog and runs home.
Yes.
And he gets angry with Willem Dafoe because he goes down in the basement. Willem Dafoe is like, you can't leave me down here in the dark with no food and no light all day. That's not what I pay you for. And Charles is like, well, it's not my job to wait on you hand and foot. Yeah, it is.
Because he's already spent his money.
You spent the money. This was the deal.
Right.
You agreed to on the phone days before he arrived.
No matter how crazy it sounds, you said yes.
You don't have a job. So this is your job. Your job is to come down here and feed the white man that you've let stay in your basement.
Because he's not doing anything else but drinking all day.
I was very confused when he was upset with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
For expecting him to be there to feed him every day.
After he paid him to do that.
That's the deal.
Right.
Why are you acting like Willem Dafoe is doing something wrong?
Yeah. So the movie goes down a weird path of like Charles ends up basically it's torturing in a sense Norman Osborn because he leaves him down there for days at a time. Yeah. Like if they do a question and answers thing back and forth, and if Charles don't like the answer, he said, "I'm leaving you down here for 4 days." It gets real stupid between these two characters, and then you have a third character that just adds to the layer of like, what?
So, Narcissus was a conflicting character for me. So Narcissus is played by Anna Diop.
Yes.
She's brought into the movie because she is she appraises antique stuff. She owns a quilt shop, but she appraises antique stuff. She knows where to list them so you can get the best possible deal for what you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of stuff that she's going to sell, but she really wants to encourage him to keep the masks because they have an ancestral value.
Right.
And he shouldn't be getting rid of them.
And we find out there's like gold underneath them or something.
Yeah. So he shows them to Willem Dafoe for some strange random reason.
And we thought, oh, this is it. He gonna officially know, oh, I've seen what I've come for. Time to ramp it up.
Yeah.
Nope.
Willem Dafoe takes a pocket knife and scratches the side off of it, meddling off the side, and reveals just gold under the rust.
And he's just like, here, take it back.
Never mentions the mask again. The mask never come up to Willem Dafoe again.
Y'all, he's not there for the mask.
He's not there for the mask.
There's no connection.
Whatever reclamations that he talks about he's doing has nothing to do with why he's there.
He is down there because he is a guilty person who feels like he needs to be locked up by a black man.
And from there, I totally completely lost interest.
And Narcissus' character, they're trying to make Narcissus and Charles like a couple, but he treats her so bad. He talks to her so bad and so stupid. They have multiple arguments, or at least one argument for sure.
Coming back.
And she keeps showing up at his doorstep, and it's like, girl, move on.
Well,
there got to be somebody else in this town.
It's the fact that these things don't make sense to me. All he does all day is drink, so he's got to smell like alcohol. So you know he's an alcoholic.
Yes.
Like, you can't even scrub the alcohol out of
He tries to off himself after drinking and driving and just closes his eyes.
Yeah.
Turns off the headlights. And it's like, sir, you could be taking somebody else out.
Yeah. And he's like driving in the dark for at least 30 seconds before he hits a deer.
Right. Poor deer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but it's weird because he's an alcoholic. He's a very clear alcoholic. So I don't know how she couldn't tell that. Every time she has a conversation with him about these artifacts, he's trying to find a way to hawk them off or sell them for more.
Right.
He even comes to her with a business idea, basically saying that him and her can team up because what she's saying is, she's saying that these masks came over from free Africans.
Yeah.
Free Africans who weren't slaves. He says this area is basically, this whole community is built up from people who have been here forever.
Right.
So he's saying that there are probably other black families who have other equally valuable artifacts. How about me and you join up? Offer our services to go in their house under the guise of, decluttering their home and get their artifacts so that we can sell them for what they're actually worth. Because these people don't actually know that they're worth a lot of money.
He wanted to become a scammer antique roadshow. And he's only known this woman for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So they have a tiff about that.
In your daddy's suit.
And your daddy's suit that's slightly too big for you.
Yeah.
And then he wants to apologize, so they go out to eat at a restaurant, and then he brings something else up again, and then they have another argument.
Yeah, he brings up about how basically she
being
talks
good
about
and evil or something like that.
She talks about wanting to do good in the world.
Yeah.
And he talks about, well,
everybody,
you can't do good if you putting gas in your car.
Right.
He basically oversimplifies the concept.
Yeah, like you're going to get, everybody's doing bad anyway.
And yells
or something
at her.
like that. Right. And then
over sushi.
And then in a couple scenes later, she shows up to give him a proposition of like, how about we turn your house into a museum? And it's like, girl, why did you show up?
And have drinks and kisses him.
Yeah.
Like what is
it? Meanwhile, Norman Osborn is screaming at the top of his lungs in the basement because he's been down there for days because the torturer won't go down there because he didn't like an answer he gave him. It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Everybody's stupid. Charles is stupid for being Charles. Norman Osborn is stupid for thinking that the tables wasn't going to turn and picking the wrong person who ain't mentally all the way there.
Yeah.
And then Narcissus is stupid for falling for this man who obviously is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Bad.
So that's where everybody is at this point before we get into likes and dislikes. Charles has Willem Dafoe in his basement and he's torturing him.
Pretty much.
He still has possession of these African masks that are
not
calling
really
to him, but they're not actually explaining what they're doing. We also get some scenes up to this point of Charles. He obviously has some type of mental health issues, but also alcoholism. So the storytelling is kind of unreliable where
you don't know if he's having a drunken episode
or a dream.
Or it's actually happening.
And the movie doesn't do a good job at. There are some scenes where like he's in reality, but then his episodes activate, but they don't give you any visual cue to tell you when we're slipping into something that's not really happening.
Right. And then we just go to a next scene.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Would you drink walk? Whatever.
There's a scene where he gets home from his friend's party and he
that was a long scene.
He gets home from his friend's party.
Yeah.
He is looking out the kitchen window and he sees the door to the basement is open with all the padlocks that he's installed. So he thinks that maybe somebody went down there or somebody got Willem Dafoe out. So he goes down into the basement and we're still thinking it's reality. He gets down to the basement and there's a giant, it looks like dead body. It looks like his mom's dead body.
Oh, see, I thought it was Norman Osborn's big body in the
black.
Cage. Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Or was it supposed to be like a slave in a cage?
I don't know.
There's a giant oversized black human that's stuffed into this cage. They're like giant sized. And they're stuffed into this cage up against the bars.
Somehow he's in the cage.
And then
you come back upstairs and look at the TV and it's like African genocide is playing on TV. And it's just like, what does this have to do with anything?
Then he also outside of his hallucination, he also slips into a memory of remembering letting his uncle starve to death in bed.
Yes, we found out that he let the uncle that he was taking care of didn't die of natural causes. Charles let him starve to death.
Because Willem Dafoe clocked earlier in the film when they were breaking each other down and explaining their backstories. Charles came back home from college to take care of his mom.
Yeah.
Who died a few months after he got back home from college. But the uncle was already living in the house with the mom.
Yeah.
And the uncle was up to get the home.
Yeah.
But he wasn't going to give it to Charles. So probably a side motivation to hating the uncle anyway.
Because he was he was a horrible person.
Right. He wanted the house, so he let the uncle starve to death in bed and die.
Which is
crazy.
Which just adds to the layer of like,
I already don't like Charles, but now you're a killer.
There's other ways to have like moved your uncle out of the house, right? Because the uncle ends up being bedridden, like really sick. Like you could have moved him into a home. Why did you let the man in the house, mind you?
And he talks about at length how, it takes a while for a man to die of starvation. So he would hear him screaming for days and just wait out the screams until they stopped. And that's how he knew he was dead.
Oh, and then we find out he can't get a job. That was terrible. The slightly less terrible is that we find out he can't get a job because he stole money from the till at the bank.
Yeah.
That he was at earlier.
$430.
Right.
Which Willem Dafoe says was not worth risking your career over.
Right.
But you probably already know that now.
Now, through the whole movie, you thinking that he, we don't know why he can't get a job. It's because he can't get employed in the area because the owner of the bank was like, he stole from the bank.
Yeah.
And he actually did steal from the bank. He admits it.
And he lied to his friends. At first, he comes clean to his friends, but he tells his friends while he's coming clean that he basically lied because he, I guess, told everybody that
he's spreading rumors or something.
The manager at the bank had spread rumors around town and turned everybody around town against him. But no, he told the truth. You stole from the bank. You're never getting a job anywhere.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. So that was our character summarizations. Let's get into our likes and dislikes.
So for likes, I'll get my like out the way. Like I said, I liked each of the actors independently.
Sure. I had the same one.
Yes.
Dislikes.
All right. Dislikes. I disliked the storytelling.
The script was bad.
Yeah. It was a bad script.
The script was bad. I actually want to say the directing was not. I can't tell between if I didn't like the directing of the characters or how the characters were written, but maybe it's both.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that one. Hit it.
Let's see.
We
Yeah, most of these notes are just like random
Rants?
notes.
So,
random notes.
Okay. I was gonna say she would do I have mine are also
ahead.
mostly random notes.
Okay.
So I'm just saying for the random notes sake, we didn't like this movie.
Yeah, no.
That's the dislike.
Yeah.
It just all of it top to bottom, the characters, the story, the directing, not good. And I
Yeah.
don't know if the book was like
And
that
this
or
is
not.
weird.
I'm not about to find out.
Yeah.
I'm not about to find out. So let's get into the ending of this movie. So
Did you have a favorite line or something? Oh, well, no, endings first.
The endings
Sorry.
first.
Yes, okay.
the answer is no. But the ending to the end, well, I had one. I could pick out something.
Okay, so how this movie ends.
Stupid.
After one of the stints that Willem Dafoe has been left in the dark in the basement,
Multiple days.
Corey Hawkins comes down and finds Willem Dafoe has torn up the cage. He is run like the whole inside of the cage is torn up.
Yep,
And
poop
there's poop
everywhere.
and feces everywhere. The toilet's been flipped
He
over.
naked.
There's poop all over the bars.
Yeah.
Him and Corey Hawkins get into a tiff. Where Aniston finally reveals, who he really is, what his true name is.
Doesn't really mean much.
It doesn't really mean anything. Basically, Aniston has, I assume, like Stro said, been black ops or some type of mercenary. He's traveled around the world, killed a bunch of people, and that's why he's locked
Feels
himself
bad.
in the cage. Corey Hawkins comes clean and says, you know what, I actually did murder somebody.
My uncle.
Because earlier they had a conversation. Did you ever kill anybody? Corey Hawkins says no. He comes clean and says he killed his uncle.
Yeah.
The two of them reconcile for how they've treated each other, which I don't understand that because Willem Dafoe didn't treat him poorly. Willem Dafoe's been a prisoner.
Yeah,
and
he like
tortured.
sprays the poop off of him, cleans up the cage, and now he's back in the clothes that he was in.
Willem Dafoe at this point has paid him $65,000 to be tortured against his will.
Yeah. Well, not the 65, but at least 35.
They reconcile.
Right.
Corey Hawkins goes upstairs and plans to see Willem Dafoe in the morning. However, when he comes downstairs, Willem Dafoe has killed himself with some type of
Pill
that he took.
And he leaves one for Charles.
He's left, so he's dead, laying in the middle of the floor, clothed, thankfully.
Yeah, we did see a naked Willem Dafoe, like
Didn't
top
see that.
to bottom. We also saw a naked Corey Hawkins top to bottom.
Didn't see
and
that either.
didn't care for either one of them. I was like, this does add nothing to this movie.
He's written Corey Hawkins a long goodbye letter that basically just says, this experience has been eye-opening. I didn't really see all the pain that I've caused in the world until, you had left me in the dark.
Yeah, because he's convinced the people who he's killed have come to visit him in the dark.
And that's finally caused him to face himself for what he's done. So he's decided to kill himself instead of leaving the cage and going out to live the rest of his life.
Right.
He's left a bunch of letters to people that he's met across the world for
Wives,
them,
kids,
wives and
associates.
kids, associates for Corey Hawkins to send off so those people have closure.
Yeah.
And he's given Corey Hawkins the rest of the money.
Yep. Pretty
Yes.
much. And then Corey turns his house into a museum.
Yes, with the help of Anna Diop's character.
Exactly. And then I guess he gets to live happily ever after. He keeps the cage in the basement.
So he keeps the cage and he dresses it up, and I guess he uses it as his own personal study where he sits and reads. And I guess he's not locked in there though, by the way. He can come and go as he pleases. Right, because he ain't no fool. He ain't gonna lock himself in there. But I guess this is now just gonna be his place where when he feels like he needs to be punished.
But it's open.
Right, so it doesn't make any sense.
Whatever.
The metaphor is flimsy.
It is, because it's like you can do that in your bedroom.
Yeah, you could.
Right. And then I guess he also gets closure about killing the uncle because he cleans out the uncle's bedroom.
Who cares? You killed him.
And nobody knows, by the way.
I mean, he sucked. So
right.
I ain't got no skin in that fight, but you killed him.
You did, right.
So
you did let that man start with that.
Yeah.
He buries Norman Osborn in the backyard, so nobody knows that he's back there.
That was one of my random notes was, now you've desecrated your black family plot with this random white man's body.
Racist random white man, apparently.
Yeah, racist random white man's body who felt like he needed to be incarcerated by a black man because of his crimes.
Right. So I don't
And now his spirit
he puts
is
him
now
in the family plot.
His spirit is now disturbing the family plot.
Puts him in the family plot. So that is the end. Happily ever after, quote unquote.
Smart decisions made all the way through.
It was not very satisfying.
No.
But did you have a favorite line or scene?
I did not have a favorite line or scene.
The smartest thing, I will use this as my favorite line or scene, that Charles did was to burn the letters that Norman Osborn left behind. Because there's no way in heck that the man that's been in my basement, trapped, that is dead, that I buried, I'm about to send off letters so people can trace him back.
Nobody's going to know you were.
Because Norman was like, don't tell anybody I'm here.
Yeah.
And the way he was talking to Charles, it was like nobody would really know that he was missing. And if he was missing, they would just be like, oh, he must have like died in an accident.
Yeah.
And would move on with their life.
Yeah.
So ain't no need to bring things to you that nobody knew was even there.
That's
so he
true.
burns the letters. He doesn't send them off like Norman Osborn asked. That was my favorite scene because he did something smart for once. And that was like the last 2 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So now let's get into our random notes.
Oh, and we also don't find out why Willem Dafoe was actually in the basement other than feeling bad for himself.
White guilt.
So, yeah, I guess
that's what I'm
guilt.
taking it.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
And he even says in the letter, in his goodbye letter, he says, I know you still have answers, but those answers have to go with me.
Questions.
So,
yeah.
He basically says the ending to this movie is dying with me. So
right.
You won't know.
You'll never know.
The purpose of this.
And it's a long letter. I feel like we didn't get all of it, but whatever.
Yeah.
It don't matter. He's dead.
Random notes.
Let's see. He clearly isn't well liked and ain't been liked for a while.
No.
Drinking and driving to commit suicide is stupid because you
my
could take
God.
somebody out with you.
I was like, this is how you want to commit suicide? This is the way you want to commit suicide?
It's just, it didn't sit well with me. Because if he would have killed somebody, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed. Girl, leave him be. He's trash. That was for Narcissus character. This is going to backfire. I don't even know what I put that for. Oh, I think him leaving Willem Dafoe in the basement for 4 days at a time. I was like, this is not going to be good. It's not going to backfire. We had interesting hunches about where the plot was going that didn't end up going there. So you had a hunch. You were thinking that Willem Dafoe was secretly squatting so that he wouldn't be able to evict him when the bank came to take his home. When he said, I need to stay for 65 days, I was like, he going to stay in that basement long enough to where, because Willem Dafoe admitted that he pushed the bank to foreclose on the house.
He's the one who's pressuring the bank to take the home.
I was like, oh, he is trying to stay there just long enough and do some little legal shenanigans and gonna be able to take this house so he can get the mask.
Yeah, but the only reason he did that was to put Corey Hawkins in a financial situation where he would take the money. Willem Dafoe's offer, which was stupid.
There was literally no connection to Norman Osborn the mask.
No.
None. Zero. None. Zilch. Nada. Didn't come here for the spooky. So some of the dream sequences, we got one where like a dead person was crawling up the stairs. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was all in his mind. So like Jay said earlier, it didn't amount to nothing. But I was like, I didn't really come here for that.
Yeah.
If y'all wanted to go full horror, y'all would have made a better movie. But you didn't. So don't half-step no horror. So that's all my random notes.
I thought the whale in the opening was a sea monster until you saw the back fin.
Oh. Yeah, we keep getting shots of the ocean that don't amount to anything.
I mean, because I guess they live like an oceanside city.
Sure.
It's hard to watch a bum.
Alcoholic bum.
I got excited when I saw Smee.
I do have Smee with an exclamation point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
I've never listened. There's a scene where he hears when Anna Diop's character is in the house and she's appraising the mask and he keeps hearing noises upstairs. Mm-hmm. Instead of it's his home. This is his home that he lives in alone. So instead of going upstairs and opening the door to see what the noise is, he goes upstairs and just listens behind the closed door. And I said, I've never listened behind a closed door in my own home before.
That was the uncle's bedroom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he goes into his mom's bedroom, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But nothing happens in either one of those scenes. So you're just like...
It's your house. If you think something's behind the door, open it. Don't listen.
He's not smart.
Why are you going to wait till the thing that's not supposed to be in your home reveals itself?
He's probably also drunk, so who knows?
This is so stupid.
It was very stupid.
But it also, was that just him hallucinating? Because the masks weren't supernatural.
They were not.
So was that just him having a drunk episode?
The masks just end up being hung in the museum that they turn into.
And they don't corrupt anybody else.
I don't know what the point was of the mask being all mythical.
I can't root for him. He's sort of the worst.
Yeah.
What is going on? That was the mask on the couch scene.
Just didn't add anything to the movie.
After the mask on the couch scene, the friend that Shmi was upstairs sleeping with comes downstairs to sit next to him on the couch while his pants are unbuttoned, and it clearly looks like he was doing stuff to himself on the couch.
He was.
I was like, girl, why would you sit on the couch next to him?
We had to see that. And then she like grabs his hand. I'm like, girl, he ain't washed his hands.
No.
That's nasty.
Probably neither have you.
No, right.
You probably just came directly from
She
downstairs
literally, and
from sleeping with Shmi, and now you're just touching each other.
For a second, I thought she was going to try to sleep with him. I was like,
I did.
This is taking it too far.
But then it didn't happen, so then I was wondering what the point of that scene was.
There was no point.
It was just there to make you uncomfortable.
I didn't even remember what they were talking about.
I thought Willem Dafoe stole African artifacts specifically when he was talking about reclamations, but no, he didn't care about African artifacts at all.
His reclamation part of his job had nothing to do with this movie.
Couldn't believe the friends let him drive home after
drinking and driving
like that. Yeah. I was so shocked that he got in the car. Like when he said he was leaving, I thought they would just jump cut to him being at home. But they actually wanted to show us that his drunk behind got in the car. That's crazy.
And then tried to kill himself.
It's crazy. He's just as bad as Danielle Detweiler in Woman in the Yard. Yeah. That was the last time I was like, this.
I would say he's worse.
Yeah, he's worse.
He's definitely worse.
I couldn't remember the last time I watched a movie where I'm like, wow, I really can't stand this main character.
Yeah, he was worse for sure.
I thought it was odd after he was torturing him, and then they had the poop moment.
Yeah.
And then that was one of my notes. 2 weeks in a row, I've been forced to see poop. After they had the
2 movies in a row, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Equally bad
poop
scenes.
After they had the poop scene, they reconcile. Kurok sprays him off. Willem Dafoe gets dressed, and they are just eating and talking
like normal.
And they're having the conversation about their backstories. I'm like, why didn't you guys have this conversation during the sake talk in the beginning? That's when you would have had the conversation about where you guys come from. Instead, you waited until you tortured each other or tortured Willem Dafoe and then had to smell each other's feces
and clean them up.
To then want to have a regular conversation about your backstory.
And Charles is acting like he ain't never did this, and Willem Dafoe is acting like he ain't been tortured. And I'm just like, y'all are weird.
And Willem Dafoe calls him out on it. He says, I picked you, one, because you're the perfect demographic. You're a black man with no job, no prospects, no money, and nobody's going to miss you. And he also says, we feel guilty because we've created a system where, like,
black people can't get ahead.
Yeah, we've created a system where people like you exist, basically, is what he was trying to say.
Weird.
So I thought that was weird, but
more context was needed there.
It didn't make sense. Yeah, I was just lost.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
The writing just fell apart the longer the movie went. And when you turned over and said, I don't like this movie, I was like, I was there 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh, I can't stand him constantly asking Willem Dafoe, tell me who you are.
Yes.
He kept asking him, like, you need to tell me who you are and what are you doing here?
And I think that's one of the scenes he got mad because Willem Dafoe was like, I'm done talking about this.
Willem Dafoe was like, I'm done answering this stupid question that you did not need when I gave you that first lump sum of money that you went to spend before you decided to start torturing me.
Ching. I mean, he went to buy all the alcohol. He went to pay his mortgage.
Yeah.
But then he bought, like, all the alcohol that existed in the town.
I tell you a dislike. I don't have a favorite scene, but I have a most hated scene.
Sure, that's
the
new segment.
I hated the scene where after we get the first scene where he goes to see his cousin at the bank to ask her about the status, ask her about getting some money. I think he's going to ask her about getting some money, but it doesn't go well.
Right.
He goes back to the bank when he finally gets the money from Willem Dafoe, knowing that his intention is to pay the bank because they're going to come take the home. So to hold them off.
Right.
But instead of just going to pay, he just goes to make a big, huge spectacle and scene with security and with the manager, knowing that he's just going to pay them just so he can throw the money at the guy.
Yeah.
This is your cousin's job, and she's there. So everybody knows that y'all related. You decided to go up to your cousin's job, who you were just about to ask for money, to act a fool to get her fired.
Fool. Yeah. I mean, he's like, and he looked disheveled, and he looked like an alcoholic, disheveled, drunk, and it's so like, why are you here? We're about to foreclose. You need to make a payment. He's like, oh, all of a sudden I have the money, and just like throws it or something. It's like,
and the cousin is standing in the background, like, this is your cousin's job.
You
have no care about anybody. So this isn't just like you. This is who you've become after your mother died. You've been terrible.
Yeah.
All right. Those are all my random notes.
All right. Let's get into our last bit here. What is your rating? How many Nicole Kidmans are you giving The Man in My Basement?
I'm giving this one Nicole Kidman. It earns 1 Nicole Kidman because of the acting talent that was involved in this.
Okay. Oh, that's the one.
Yes, they deserve a Nicole Kidman to split amongst them. This movie was bad, like in every way. The writing was bad. The ending was unsatisfying. It wasn't thrilling. And the plot, the two plots had nothing to do with each other.
No.
And then you don't really get an answer to either.
Yeah. I hate giving this movie a
Poorly
low rating.
edited too.
But it's a 1 for me.
Yeah.
It's maybe a 1.5 because Willem Dafoe is acting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give 1.5 for the cast and Willem Dafoe's extra acting.
Sure.
He is a little Green Goblin there, just a little bit. That's why I kept calling him that. So he goes between Green Goblin and Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
Essentially. And he does it very well. I do wonder what he read in this script that was like, give me this.
I don't know.
I question his thoughts.
I told you when we were watching, I was like, I had just watched Clear and Present Danger for the first time the day before we went to see this movie, and I'd never seen it before. And Willem Dafoe was in it, and I didn't know he was going to be in it. And then seeing this movie, it's like, wow, Willem Dafoe, you're just all over the spectrum on these movies, aren't you?
You go from Nosferatu to this.
Yeah. But he's a legend, so you know what?
Everybody's job is probably still secure. I don't know about this. Yeah, I don't know about this director and this writer, whoever did the screenplay, but the actors are probably good. But the most I can do is 1. I gave Honey Don't a 2, and I'm like,
Honey Don't didn't make me mad though.
True.
This made me mad.
True. And Honey Don't actually has some funny moments.
Sure.
It wasn't good, but it has some funny. This was just bad. So 1.5.
We went out of our way to see this.
We did. We went on
out of our way.
We went on a school night.
We went to a movie theater we don't like.
Oh.
We went on a weekday night.
Ugh.
And we didn't go see the other blockbuster everybody else wanted to see. We wanted to go see this movie.
Right. So we probably get no reviews on this.
No.
No views on this.
And it was a stinker.
So the other, right. And I can't give it more because of the disappointment.
Yeah.
So 1.5 from 1 Nicole Kidman. Obviously that means we did not like this movie. And that's it. That's our review.
That is our review of The Man in Our Basement.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. If you have seen
it, probably unlikely. Tell us how you thought about it.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for our review, though.
Yes.
Do that.
Also,
if you want to leave a review, if you want to do a like, do it on our podcast episode. Appreciate that.
What are you watching next week?
Next week will be a triple threat. We are watching one battle after another. Okay. We are going to review Marvel Zombies because it all comes out at once. And we are going to talk about the last few episodes because the finale of Alien Earth is this Tuesday.
Yes.
So it'll be a long one.
Yes.
We'll see. Probably. I was like, can we shorten it up? No.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's going to be like
4 hours. So hopefully there's no news.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a dead news week. The Mandalorian Grogu trailer was supposed to come out this week, so that'll probably come out next week. So we'll have at least that to talk about.
Okay, cool.
But I don't know what else.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is it. Thanks for listening. If you like our show, please give it a share. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on our website, vaguelynerdypodcast.com. You can also leave us a voice message. We will play on the show if it is appropriate and nice. If not, gonna try to get you fired. You can follow us on Threads or IG at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast. We're on Blue Sky and the Bird app at Vaguely Nerdy Pod. You can reach us via Gmail at vaguelynerdypodcast@gmail.com. And if you're listening on the podcast app, you can watch our animated show on YouTube at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Until next time.
Bye.